with your guests. When was the last time you were surprised and delighted?
I don't think I'll probably ever talk to Meghan again. I think Meghan is on her last leg. Her popularity is in the gutter.
Activity, and you could fill it with jam, you could do chocolate, anything you like, of course.
You and I are so similar.
Last night, and also this morning, but last night when I went back to my hotel, and then you put your thumbprint in, which is what makes it a fun group. So much fun.
Do not forget to subscribe. In what has turned into one of the most shocking moves of the year, Netflix has made a drastic decision that's left Meghan Markle facing a potential career crisis. Once seen as the future of entertainment with her exclusive Netflix deal, Meghan now finds herself in the midst of what could be the biggest setback of her life. In a move that has everyone talking, Netflix has pulled back on its commitment to Meghan's content, leaving her career teetering on the edge. The Duchess of Sussex, who made her exit from the British royal family and embraced Hollywood, is now in the middle of an unexpected storm. But what exactly happened? Why would Netflix, the platform that invested millions in her, make such a crazy move? While many have been following Meghan Markle's post-royal journey closely, it's clear that this new chapter in her life is not going as smoothly as she'd hoped. The deal with Netflix, which was supposed to catapult her into Hollywood superstardom, is now at risk of falling apart. Sources close to the couple claim that the streaming giant has scaled back on multiple upcoming projects and may even be reconsidering the long-term viability of their partnership. This isn't just another rumor. It's a major shakeup that could have serious consequences for Meghan's future in entertainment. When Meghan and Harry first signed their deal with Netflix, it was seen as the ultimate power move. The couple, fresh off their royal exit, was ready to take Hollywood by storm, creating content that would tell their side of the story, focus on social justice causes, and build a brand independent of the monarchy. The deal included documentaries, series, and even a podcast. For Meghan, this was supposed to be her moment to shine, to show the world her new life away from the royal spotlight. The potential was endless, and everyone was watching closely to see how she would navigate her newfound freedom in Hollywood. But now, Netflix's drastic move is making everyone question whether Meghan's Hollywood dream was ever sustainable. The streaming service reportedly decided to pull back from multiple key projects associated with Meghan, citing disappointing viewership and low engagement for their joint projects. The couple's much-anticipated docu-series, Harry and Meghan, did spark global conversation, but it didn't bring in the level of sustained viewership that Netflix expected. While millions of people tuned in to see the drama behind their royal departure, the long-term engagement simply wasn't there. So, what went wrong? Why didn't the docu-series resonate with viewers as expected? Some believe that the royal exit, while groundbreaking at first, was the real issue. Meghan and Harry's departure from the royal family remains one of the most controversial moves in modern royal history. Their decision to leave the monarchy and live a life of financial independence wasn't just a personal decision. It ignited a firestorm of public backlash. Meghan, in particular, has always been a polarizing figure. While many admire her for speaking out on issues of social justice and gender equality, others feel that her departure from royal duties was self-serving, especially given the timing of her high-profile deals. This division within the public made it harder for Netflix to market Meghan and Harry as the ideal content creators. The couple's docu-series, which aimed to offer an intimate look at their struggles, was not just watched with curiosity, but also through the lens of skepticism. Critics from both sides of the political spectrum criticized the couple for seeming out of touch with the realities faced by ordinary people. Was this a genuine attempt to share their truth, or a well-calculated PR move to cash in on their royal exit? Now that Netflix has distanced itself from Meghan, what does this mean for her personally? For someone who built a reputation of self-confidence and self-assurance, this move must be a bitter pill to swallow. Meghan's role in the deal was supposed to be central. Her involvement was seen as the driving force behind the couple's potential success in Hollywood. This is a huge personal blow for Meghan, who had already faced significant challenges after leaving the royal family. Her reputation, once largely built around her royal title, has shifted over the years. In Hollywood, that royal title is no longer enough. Meghan needed to create something of her own, a legacy that would allow her to thrive outside of the monarchy. But now, with Netflix pulling back, her journey may be in jeopardy. This setback could also take a toll on Meghan's mental and emotional well-being. After years of intense public scrutiny, Meghan had hoped that Hollywood would offer her the space to rebuild. Instead, she now faces a crisis that could be worse than any public criticism she's encountered before. But the drama doesn't stop there. Meghan's struggle with public perception has only deepened since she stepped down from her royal duties. The public is divided. Some believe she has a right to live her life on her own terms, while others accuse her of abandoning her royal responsibilities in search of fame and fortune. Netflix, which initially embraced her with open arms, has now found itself caught in the middle of this public divide. The backlash against Meghan's royal exit is still very much alive, and it continues to haunt her every move. Some critics argue that Netflix is distancing itself from Meghan because the public backlash against her is intensifying. Despite her advocacy work, some segments of the population view her as hypocritical, especially given the luxurious lifestyle she and Harry lead. While advocating for causes like social justice, this creates a significant problem for Netflix, which has to maintain a neutral stance to keep its audience diverse and happy. Meghan Markle's divisive nature might have been too much of a risk for Netflix to ignore, and now it could result in her being sidelined from major projects that were supposed to define her post-royal career. As the situation unfolds, the biggest question remains: is this the end of Meghan Markle's Hollywood career? After the sudden pullback by Netflix, many are questioning what's next for the Duchess. Some experts predict that she may need to pivot entirely, moving away from high-profile deals with big corporations and turning to more grassroots, personal projects. This could involve taking control of her own content through social media platforms or smaller media outlets. Meghan has always been vocal about her desire to champion women's rights and social justice, so focusing on these causes could allow her to regain some control over her narrative. However, even with these potential pivots, Meghan's future is uncertain. Hollywood is tough, and the entertainment industry doesn't always offer second chances. If Netflix, a global giant, has started to pull away from Meghan, other companies may follow suit. This makes it increasingly difficult for her to land major projects without the backing of powerful platforms. So, what's next for Meghan Markle? Will she manage to rebuild her brand? The world is watching closely, and the pressure is on her to find a way forward. If she's to recover from this massive setback, Meghan will need to rethink her approach, whether it's doubling down on her activism, taking smaller roles in Hollywood, or even embracing a new role as a producer or entrepreneur. Her path forward is murky at best. At the end of the day, one thing is clear. This is only the beginning of Meghan's story in Hollywood. The next few months will be crucial in determining whether Meghan can bounce back, or whether this marks the start of the end of her post-royal life in the spotlight. But remember, as with any unfolding story, what we're reporting here is still based on insider gossip, and these are unverified rumors at this stage. So don't take this as fact just yet. Things could change at any moment. We'll be keeping a close eye on the situation and bringing you more updates as they come. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on this story, as well as other breaking news and gossip from the entertainment world. We'll bring you all the latest developments on Meghan Markle, her royal exit, and her quest for Hollywood success. You don't want to miss what's coming next in her unpredictable journey. Let's take a deeper look at the public's reaction to this dramatic shift. Meghan Markle, as we know, is no stranger to public scrutiny. Since stepping away from her royal duties, she has faced increasing criticism from both royal fans and people who have viewed her as self-serving. The royal family's supporters, especially in the UK, have largely disapproved of Meghan and Harry's departure, labelling them as opportunists. But Meghan has continued to push forward with her personal brand, focusing on issues close to her: heart, gender equality, mental health, and empowerment. Netflix's pivot away from Meghan could be a reflection of the changing tides in public opinion. Her royal exit left a significant portion of the public divided, and as more people question her motives, Netflix may have made the decision that the backlash was not worth the risk.
You believe, Meghan is driving this whole caravan for him. He is so stressed out. You can see it in his face. Despair.
This is a delusional, treacherous, bitter little man who's completely lost touch with all reality, a multi-millionaire who's raked in a fortune.
I don't think I'll probably ever talk to Meghan again. I think Meghan is on her last leg. Her popularity is in the gutter.
You are going to still get the perks of that job. Can you imagine quitting any job and assuming you...
Peace with my family, unless the truth is out there.
Polo is a very niche sport. It's very much a sport for very wealthy people. The average person can't afford a polo.